This is one of the biggest pitfalls with any business, but with print on demand, it hits a little harder. You don't want to lose momentum with your print on demand business, but honestly, this actually works for everything. I am currently using these exact 9 methods to work out every single day and to learn the piano every single day. It's really, really hard, and it's so easy to give up. But when you know these 9 methods, it will become a lot easier. Having spoken to 30 different successful print-on-demand sellers in my podcast, soon to be revealed, I have learned that there is one common denominator between all of them. Everyone was different. Some were artists, some were marketers, but they did share this one very, very valuable skill, and that was their ability to be consistent. Statistically, only 9% of people who actually set New Year's resolutions or goals actually see them through. I want to ensure that you are one of those 9%, and hopefully this video helps you get there. So without further ado, let me reveal the 9 methods that will help you become more consistent with your print-on-demand business and with anything for that matter. Number 1, create small and digestible goals that are easy to hit and not reliant on others. Meaning, instead of making a goal where it is to hit 10 sales a day, that's not really in your control. What is in your control is to make designs. So a good goal would be make 10 designs a day, and that way you can easily hit it. It's very achievable. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to result in 10 sales a day, but if you stick with it and you're consistent, creating those 10 designs every single day, I'm not saying you have to do that much, but by setting a goal that is achievable and that you are in full control of, it will keep that momentum alive. I made this exact mistake for many, many years. Every January, I would set myself a goal of hitting a certain number of YouTube subscribers, and every single year I would fail. And it took me a while, but I eventually realized that getting YouTube subscribers is completely out of my hands. Unless, of course, you subscribe now and you listen to me. But most people don't. And it's completely out of my hands. What is in my hands is making better stories, better videos, testing out new business methods, and actually improving the content so that hopefully people will stay and watch. Now that was in my hands, and I have changed my goals to make better content and do all of those other things. And since then, it's been so much better. I've been way more motivated to keep going and to not give up. Number 2, stay focused on your why. Make a clear vision of what you want and why you want it. Do you want to quit your 9 to 5? Do you want to buy a new car? Do you want a new house? Whatever it is, make it very, very clear. For me, I actually like making vision boards where my why is right there in front of my face all day with pictures or text or whatever it is. And that way, I don't even need to think about why I'm doing something. I can just look to the left of me and be like, yes, that's why I'm doing it. Come on, let's focus. Let's do more work. And it really works. Number 3, focus on your one. Meaning, pick one thing and give it your all. With print on demand, that could be focusing on a niche, on a specific design, on a specific platform. You want to really give it your all and go in on it. Don't try and do everything, because realistically, you'll probably get lost and the progression will be much slower, which is demotivating, which can actually encourage you to stop trying altogether. For me, I'm doing that with my piano training. I'm focusing on one method to begin with, and once I've mastered it, I'm going to move on to the next method. There's absolutely no point in me trying to learn 500 songs. Focus on one song. Learn that song, learn how that song is played, understand why it's played and where it's played, and just everything about that one song. Then move on to the next song, right? If I try and learn 5 songs at the same time, it's going to take ages. I'm probably going to fail on most of them, and I will probably give up because I will feel like my progress is so slow. Number 4, don't fit in the task. Fit things around the task. By this, I mean don't plan your day and find time to do this work. Make this work your focus, and then plan your day around it. It doesn't matter how long it is. It can be an hour, It can be 10 minutes. It's more about making sure that you do it every single day, or if you're doing it 3 times a week, 3 times a week. As soon as you start slotting it into your schedule, you'll find excuses why you can't do it. And it won't be very long for it to not be on your schedule at all. This is a big thing for me because I like working out. Well, actually, that's a lie. I don't really like working out. I just think I should. It's important. And it used to be that I would slot in a workout where I could. And I very frequently either stopped working out entirely, missed a day, came up with excuses to why I shouldn't do it. And I knew as soon as I said, at the beginning of the day when I'm writing my tasks, oh, I've got to fit in a workout, I knew I'd already messed up. What I now do is, the top of my list is exercise, workout. So I'll wake up in the morning and I'll go for a run, or I'll wake up in the morning and I'll lift some weights. Right? And I know I've set aside 20 to 30 minutes every single morning. If I do an hour, brilliant. It means I've gotten into it. If I do 20 minutes, okay, it's not the best. I like to try and do half an hour. But the fact that it's always there and it's the first thing that I do, it's the most important thing of the day, it means I'm going to do it. Number 5 is to ignore the voices. There will very likely be voices in the back of your head saying why you shouldn't do this, why you should give up, why it's not worth it. This guy in the back of your head needs to shut the fuck up. We all have this person, and it's one of the hardest things to overcome. It's basically yourself, the negative aspect of your life trying to rear its head, and take full control of your life. You need to ignore this person. So whenever he pipes up in your head and tells you why you shouldn't be doing something, look to your left. Well, I'll look to my left because that's where my vision board is. But look to your vision board, and that will tell you all the whys that you need that will get him to shut up. And I think the vision board and the voices work seamlessly together. Because as soon as I have that voice in my head saying, oh, you didn't get any sale today, what are you doing? I just go to my vision board, I look at my why, and then I go to my overall goals and see the big picture here. And there's so many aspects to it. But the most important thing to kind of take away from this point is just don't listen to that person in the back of your head. Number 6 is to always catch yourself. There will be days that you fall, and that's totally okay. The most important thing to do on these days is to catch yourself the following day. So let's say it's an exercise, let's say it's working out, let's say I miss Monday. The worst thing I could possibly do is miss Tuesday as well. If I miss Tuesday, that's it. I'm missing Wednesday and Thursday. But if I miss Monday, I need to make it like my thing to not miss Tuesday. And that way I can kind of get back on the horse and keep it going. Now, if you're asking yourself, well, how does holidays work? Because I want to go on a holiday and I don't want to be working on my holiday. That's absolutely fine. You can create scheduled time off. So let's say you want to go skiing, I don't know, in February, the end of February, whatever. You can say, I'm going to go away for 4 days. So I know I'm not going to get a workout in. I'm not going to be able to play the piano if I'm going away. I'm not going to be able to do this print on demand work. And that's fine. I'm taking those 4 days off. I'm consciously taking those days off. And when I come back, I'm going to get back into work, straight back into things. If you have been able to create that habit leading up to the holiday, going on that holiday shouldn't actually make a difference. The problem lies where you fall off that habit in the perfect environment. So if you are at home doing work and then you miss a day, then you miss 2 days, then you miss 3 days, and you haven't scheduled it, you just have been a bit lazy, that's when you need to quickly catch yourself and come back to it. Number 7 is to create the perfect environment. This could be the best one, and it's totally customizable depending on what you want to achieve. With print on demand, maybe you should have all the apps open and ready on your screen, or maybe at the beginning of the week, you should write your long to-do list of what you want to do for print on demand that week. You could bookmark the main websites where you do your research, so you're kind of making it even easier and it's right there in front of you. For me, I knew what I needed to do to create the perfect environment. So I've put my gym over there. You can't see it, it's off camera, but this is where I work out. I've got everything I need there. And for me, the reason for this was when I was subscribed to a gym, I had a gym membership, I would go, I wouldn't go, I would go, and it was inconsistent. And I hated the time I wasted getting to the gym, coming back from the gym, the whole thing, waiting for weights to be available if it was a busy day. And it really, really annoyed me to the point where I just thought, this is a waste of time. I'm not going to go anymore. So to minimize that waste for myself, I just thought, all right, I can take 5 steps to the right and I can do a full workout. Now, I know that isn't possible for everyone, but when it comes to print on demand, you can very much make that possible for you. Another thing which I really struggled with was filming these YouTube videos. So I absolutely love filming YouTube videos, but it takes a really, really long time. It takes a lot of mental effort and just getting ready and all of it. And sometimes it can take a good hour just to set up a video, So what I did was, in my office that I have here, I have my set ready to go. I have my lights ready to go. And on my phone, I can just say, start recording. And it's all on these smart plugs. So all the lights come on, everything gets ready. And I just have to click the record button and I'm good to go. I'm trying to minimize the amount of friction to do that task. And by doing that, it allows me to actually exercise, it allows me to work out, it allows me to do all these things without feeling like, can I be bothered? Number 8, find an accountability partner. This one is a little bit harder because it's not easy to find someone with the exact same goals as you. They don't necessarily have to be the same goals as you. If you can find someone that has set themselves goals as well, so let's say I have a friend who wants to start a business and I want to exercise. If I speak to him and we become accountability partners, I can say to him, during the day, how's it going? Have you done any work? Have you done this? Have you done that? And they can say, yeah, I have. And how's your workout? Have you done a workout? If I see them performing and I'm not, I'm going to feel really bad, and vice versa. Now, if you can find someone who is also trying print on demand, who has the exact same goals as you, that's even better, because then you can really keep yourself accountable with someone for specific tasks. I would love to be that person for you. If you want an accountability partner for print on demand, if I can be that person, that will be amazing. And it's quite hard to do that through YouTube. And I do have something coming very, very soon where I will be able to be your accountability partner and really help you at every step of the way. And I can't talk much about it yet, but hopefully it will be launching in the next month or so. And when it does, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Number 9 is triggers. Create a whole bunch of triggers and reminders. Now, this one isn't that important if you take into account the previous 8, but if you just want that extra push, this one does help. For example, a brilliant trigger would be to have a sticky note that has the task at hand, or the task that you do every day. Maybe it's create 3 designs a day. On your sticky note, it can just say create 3 designs, and have that at the bottom of your monitor or on your laptop or on your desk. You see that every single day. That is going to be a trigger and a reminder. Another thing you could do is write your why out on a piece of paper and stick it on your wall, just like I have done with my vision board. By doing these things, you're creating these triggers so that when you see them, it makes you think, oh, I've got to go and do this, I've got to go and do that. And it allows you to stay on task. Like all businesses, print on demand is hard and demanding, if you pardon the pun. Not seeing sales right away is very, very normal. And in fact, not seeing sales after a few months also isn't that surprising. Where you should begin to question things is if it's been 3 months and your designs have been live for 3 whole months and you still haven't got any sales. Then you have to ask yourself a few questions. What platforms are you selling on? Are your designs any good? 9 times out of 10, it's this one. Is my price competitive? Have I really tried and created the best possible listing? These are all factors that will massively affect whether you get sales or not. Let me know in the comments down below what you think you struggle with the most and which one of these methods resonated the most with you. I can't wait to see what you do this year. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Just remember, try and be the 9%. Try and be the person that sticks with their goals, and at the end of the year, you can guarantee it would have been worth it.